Hi everyone, this is an update video, if anyone even cares anymore. And if you have been waiting for me to do an update, at some point or another, I feel really bad. Like if I had any fans that were, waiting for me to upload a video, and they waited, every so often for me to do one. I feel kind of bad about that. I mean, you'll notice that I made a fair amount of videos way back when, and one day I just kind of stopped because it has, it's been a year since my last one. And I apologise for this. The reason I stopped, or at least one of the reasons, was that I had a very few important years of school coming up. I had to buckle down and do homework and study and all that. And I had to study quite often until quite late at night. And it's just because of how the school did homework and they had to check. They had to check on what you were doing and that. Maybe you're wondering, you could do a video on the weekends or every now and then. And you're right, I could have done that. But it might not look like it, but every video that I did, even if they were only about 5 to 10 minutes long, took at least a good 5 to 6 hours to make. I had to write out a bit of what I was going to say in the video. Because I had everything that I wanted to say when I got to the microphone. I said, "Oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this." But as soon as I got to the microphone, I just forgot, and my mind went blank, and I just forgot everything that I was going to say. So I took a fair amount of time writing out some notes and checking it all and making sure it all made sense. I didn't forget anything, which could take any amount of time. One of the reasons I did script it is because I didn't want to waste anyone's time going, which is ironic because I've done that already, but I didn't want to just waste anyone's time and I wanted to get to the point, which kind of made me sound like a robot, which, isn't really helping now, which does lead into the recording, which does take quite a while, considering when you live in a house where there's barely anywhere to go for just a quiet room and just record, and considering how thick the walls are in this house, you'd be surprised at how much damn noise you can hear throughout the house. Editing really isn't that bad, but considering how every time I used the software it slowed down, it got really annoying after a while. I have a new laptop now, so I don't know if that's going to be much of a problem. And then I just have to prepare and upload it, just the normal stuff. It's not like I'm doing anything different than what I'm guessing anybody else does. But after you've been working for a week at school, where like I said I worked till about 6 or 7 o'clock every night, I didn't exactly want to spend half a Saturday each week making a video. I hope it doesn't offend anyone or sound bad, but it's the truth, and I'm not going to lie. I don't want to come across as, woe is me, I'm working a week. It's not like I was doing a job or anything. I mean, I was doing schoolwork, but I didn't really want to, especially if I did a video every week. I guarantee at some point or another there was going to be noise in the background, like you'll hear plates or you'll hear anything. You just hear noise from downstairs with the TV. And while my videos aren't exactly the greatest thing anyone's ever going to see, I at least tried to show you some respect. You're taking the time out of your day to watch a video of mine. The least I could do is have it be quiet while you're watching it, and not having talking in the background, or because the TV was left on or something like that. Thing is, I did make a few videos last year actually, and I only uploaded one, which was a review of The Frozen Ground. But I made a few in May, and I made a few in August and October. I wanted to stagger them out over the year, so if I couldn't make a video like when I wanted to, I could just sort of upload them when I had them, after regular intervals, stuff like that. But I looked at them, the videos that I made, and I was just like, these aren't very good. I can do better than this. Not saying that every video I've ever done was the greatest thing ever, but with my old videos, I watched them at least once, maybe twice, and I said, you know what, this is good. I'm happy with other people seeing this. But the videos I made last year, like I said, I was just like, nah, these aren't very good. And I won't just release something, just to say, it's been a month now, I'll upload something just to, show everyone up, and because that's not right. I'm not just going to upload something just saying you will watch this because I made it and it's great. I was just like, no, I just said to myself, is this good enough? Honestly, most of those weren't. The final nail in the coffin for all of this, though, was with like anything, it stopped being fun, and you should really stop it when it stops being fun. And that happened to me sooner rather than later, unfortunately. I'd sit there for a good half of a Saturday writing lots of notes or working with my really bad interface on the video editing software that I use. I just sort of felt unsatisfied with it all. I can't really name it, and I can't really sort of say, that's the reason, or put my finger on it. But I sort of felt like I would have wasted half of my Saturday, maybe. And I'm not saying you guys are a waste of time, or me making my videos was just like a favour for someone. But I sort of felt like I could have been doing something better with my Saturday off. You know, here I was, you know, hunching over a desk making a video when one of my most popular ones was about the Justin Bieber fangirl, and I'm like, I could have been watching a film with my family or something, or I could have been reading that book that I'm meant to do. I was like, you know, my videos, I did them for fun, and I'm not making any money off of it. And I was just like, does this video need to exist right now? And honestly, for most of them, even this one, they don't. And maybe, you know, at the end of it all, it's not really about does it need to exist. It's just if it's fun, do you want to do it? And at that point, it was no. But now I'm sort of saying, hey, you know, I've got some ideas of stuff that I want to do. Which leads into, you know, why am I making this, which is probably what some people are thinking of. I have had a video in my mind that I've wanted to make for a few months now, and I sort of put that aside because I sort of, it stopped being relevant the longer I left it. But a few days ago, I was at work and I just got a few ideas in my head of things that I wanted to talk about. And also it's summer, so I can't see my friends every day, and again it's summer, so I need something else to do besides work, and you know, besides working every other week and each week in between, you know, watching a movie or playing games or something. You know, again, it's been a few years since I started making videos on a regular basis, and last year I was at college and it was my first year, and I was barely in that place at all. It's surprising how boring only going in for about 3 hours a day got after a while. For the first few months I was just like, holy shit, you know what, you know, no more late night studying, no more heroes, no more homework, you know, no more waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get a train. Which is funny because I still do get up that early for some reason, even if class doesn't start till 1. But the point of that is, I did get bored quickly, and I didn't really do anything with my time. I wouldn't say that I wasted it, but I just sort of, you know, I had a few hours before college, you know, I checked Facebook or I played a game for a little bit and then I went. But it never sort of struck me that, oh yeah, I can make a video, you know, now. There's nothing getting in my way of doing it, and it's, you know, it's fun to have, you know, creative outlet and all that. So I could very easily see myself making videos on a semi-regular basis, you know, all the way into next year, if college doesn't screw around my timetable, which it probably will. But if it doesn't, I don't really see any problem with it, and even if they do, I'm still not going to be in there that long. You know, 4 hours maybe, and that's hardly anything. The thing is, I don't really want to make a video just to make a video. It has to be something I'm either interested in, or something that I think will be interesting for other people to hear. But, you know, from now on, videos will be more relaxed in a way. I won't have, I won't heavily script it, so it just sort of sounds like, you know, I'm a boring robot just going, you know, reading it very fast and without any life into it. And I won't do jump cuts because, God, you know, jump cuts with my voice, damn it. But I'm just gonna, you know, slow the pace down. You know, besides my voice just sounding terrible in those old videos anyway because I was too fast in them. But I'm just gonna slow it down, make it more relaxed. Don't script it so much and just sort of let you know, flow naturally, as opposed to just saying, you know, being like a zero punctuation video. Not that they're bad, but you know, they're fast, and by the time they're finished I don't think you've even blinked. So the too long didn't read version of all of this is, I didn't want to make any videos for a while because of the long school hours. It took too long and was hard to record anyway, considering that, you know, the main part of these was the audio, and you probably wouldn't have even heard half of it anyway. I didn't find it fun, but I'm back now because I have a few ideas. It's summer, college hours aren't that bad, and I've changed the way of things that I've done. So I hope this has been worthwhile, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Even if nobody actually watches this, but it'll still be fun to do something. So thank you, and until next video.